The RITRATTI Milano, Bedtime Stories, Fall-Winter 2014 presentation at CPM Moscow is a beautifully curated fashion experience that moves far beyond the traditional runway format. Captured by Fashion Channel, this showcase introduces a more intimate, narrative-driven approach to presenting lingerie, one that blends storytelling, environment, and design into a seamless visual journey. Unlike conventional catwalk shows where models simply walk from one end to another, this presentation is staged within a realistic interior setting, designed to resemble a luxurious bedroom or private living space. The concept of bedtime stories is central to the entire experience. It invites the audience into a personal world where fashion is not just seen but lived. Models are not performing in the traditional sense, instead, they exist naturally within the space, relaxing, preparing, interacting, and embodying the garments in a way that feels authentic and relatable. Set against the backdrop of Moscow, this presentation was part of CPM, one of Eastern Europe's most significant fashion trade exhibitions. CPM serves as a meeting point for international brands, buyers, designers, and media, making it an ideal platform for RITRATTI Milano to showcase its refined aesthetic and innovative presentation style. By choosing this format, the brand effectively stands out in a crowded marketplace, offering something more immersive and emotionally engaging. At the heart of the presentation lies the Fall-Winter 2014 collection itself. RITRATTI Milano is known for its commitment to Italian craftsmanship, and this collection reflects that heritage through its meticulous attention to detail, luxurious materials, and elegant design philosophy. The lingerie pieces featured in the show are characterized by soft silhouettes, delicate lacework, and high-quality fabrics that feel as good as they look. The color palette is subtle yet sophisticated, dominated by tones such as ivory, champagne, blush pink, deep black, and warm neutrals. These shades enhance the romantic and intimate mood of the collection, reinforcing the idea that lingerie is not just about appearance but also about emotion and comfort. The designs strike a careful balance between sensuality and wearability, ensuring that each piece feels natural rather than overly stylized. One of the most striking aspects of the Bedtime Stories presentation is its focus on storytelling. Each scene within the set feels like a snapshot of a larger narrative. A model sitting by a vanity mirror, adjusting her hair while wearing a silk robe, another reclining on a sofa, casually flipping through a book, someone preparing for bed, wrapped in soft, elegant lingerie. These moments create a sense of realism that is rarely seen in fashion shows. This narrative approach allows viewers to connect with the garments on a deeper level. Instead of seeing lingerie as something distant or unattainable, the audience is invited to imagine it as part of their own lives. It becomes less about aspiration and more about experience. This shift in perspective is what makes the presentation so powerful and memorable. The staging itself plays a crucial role in enhancing this experience. The set design is carefully constructed to feel both luxurious and lived in. Soft lighting, plush furniture, warm textures, and thoughtful details all contribute to an atmosphere that feels inviting and authentic. The lighting, in particular, is used to great effect, casting gentle shadows and highlights that accentuate the fabrics and silhouettes without overpowering them. Music also plays an important role in setting the tone. The soundtrack is subtle and atmospheric, complementing the visuals rather than dominating them. It helps to create a calm, intimate mood that aligns perfectly with the theme of bedtime stories. Together, the visuals and audio form a cohesive sensory experience that draws the viewer in. Another key element of the presentation is the way the models are directed. Rather than adopting exaggerated poses or dramatic walks, they move naturally within the space. Their expressions are soft and understated, their gestures unforced. This approach reinforces the authenticity of the concept, making the entire presentation feel more like a glimpse into real life than a staged performance. From a broader perspective, this presentation reflects a shift in the fashion industry during the mid-2010s. Designers and brands were beginning to explore new ways of engaging audiences, moving away from rigid formats and embracing more creative, experiential approaches. RITRATTI Milano's Bedtime Stories is a perfect example of this evolution. It demonstrates how fashion can be presented as a story, an environment, and an emotion, not just a product. The choice to showcase lingerie in this way is particularly significant. Lingerie is inherently personal, often associated with private moments rather than public displays. By placing it within a realistic, intimate setting, the brand respects this nature while also celebrating it. The result is a presentation that feels both elegant and genuine. In addition to its artistic merits, the presentation is also highly effective from a commercial standpoint. By allowing buyers and viewers to see how the garments function in a real-life context, it provides a clearer understanding of their appeal and versatility. This can be especially valuable in a trade show environment like CPM, where practical considerations are just as important as aesthetic ones. The bedtime stories concept was not limited to a single performance. It was staged multiple times throughout the event, allowing different audiences to experience it. This repeated presentation reinforces the idea that it is not just a show but an ongoing narrative, a living, breathing representation of the brand's identity. RITRATTI Milano's approach also highlights the importance of brand storytelling in modern fashion. In an industry where competition is intense and attention spans are short, creating a memorable and emotionally resonant experience can make all the difference. By focusing on intimacy, authenticity, and narrative, the brand successfully differentiates itself and leaves a lasting impression. The video captured by Fashion Channel serves as a valuable record of this unique presentation. It allows viewers from around the world to experience the show as if they were there, preserving its atmosphere and artistry. Through careful filming and editing, the video maintains the sense of intimacy and immersion that defines the live presentation. In conclusion, the RITRATTI Milano Bedtime Stories Fall/Winter 2014 presentation at CPM Moscow is a standout example of innovative fashion storytelling. It transforms lingerie from a simple product into an experience, blending design, environment, and narrative into a cohesive whole. Through its intimate setting, natural performances, and elegant collection, it captures the essence of modern femininity in a way that feels both timeless and contemporary. This presentation is not just about what is worn, it is about how it is lived. It invites viewers to step into a private world, to slow down, and to appreciate the subtle beauty of everyday moments. In doing so, it redefines what a fashion show can be, proving that sometimes the most powerful statements are the quietest ones.